Hey world. So this whole filming a video to share my innermost thoughts is quite new. Um, as much as I love being in front of a camera, it's it's so interesting that this is how we interact in the world now instead of fully human to human conversations. However, it's pretty fucking awesome that we can do this and get to know a person just on like Facebook and Instagram. Anyways, I was having these downloads earlier that I just felt like sharing. I've been like wildly like bugging out. Building a business, which is never something that was like in my dreams or goals or like in my consciousness, honestly. And it's been really trying because it's for me, it's not even like about building a business. Like I honestly don't even fully believe in capitalism. I agree more with the lines of socialism. However, I'm seeing like, well, my country doesn't offer that as an option for me. So, in order for me to share everything that I have to share with the world, it needs to kind of be in something that is my own because everything I'm creating right now, like combining everything from yoga and Kriya yoga and expressive art therapies and all my passions, it's just it's its own world, it's its own entity. It doesn't, there's no yoga studio that offers it. There's no teacher training that has it. It's something that just came to me. Um, and so birthing the inside world, which eventually will be like a space, like an actual space, but right now it's really just a retreat platform and a workshop platform and a one-on-one platform to dive into these modalities because I have personally found that the value of the arts. I mean, I've been in art school since I was 10 years old. I was very, very blessed to grow up in New York City where, like, our middle school and high school to audition to get into, and it's a whole process. And really blessed to have the arts as such a big part of my life. And although academically I always did really well, without the arts, I wouldn't be alive. Like, I wouldn't be a human, in my opinion. Like, just because I feel that the arts really bring us to the present moment. They bring us to our soul, to our source. They create this space of just a relaxed mind so that we can create. And when we can create a painting or a song or a dance or anything like that, we actually can open up this space and use our creative energy and our creative power, not just in the context of the theater or in the context of with an audience or in the context of art even. We can use this power, this creative power in the context of all of life. When I was in acting school, I really started to learn about the breath and how to stay grounded and how to relax the body and how to relax the voice and how to connect with other people using the body language, using energy, just sensing, is this person moving, listening. It's really what it all comes down to. And everything that I've been creating these days has been around this type of leadership role. And it's not so much to be a leader. I mean, a leader is not one that has a vision, is like, okay, everybody, you need to follow me because I have a vision. It's, for me, a leader is, my understanding is someone who leads their own life with love. And this is what a master does. A master doesn't teach, a master transforms because a master is able to hold space for that container. And I learned that very early on as an artist. And I learned that even more in martial arts, in yoga especially. And I found that in yoga, this was actually the same concept I understood through the arts, was just offered in a much wider context. It wasn't just relevant in the theater, it was relevant in every area of life. And that's why I'm so passionate about sharing it with everyone and sharing all of these beautiful ways of connecting to our own subconscious. So for me, the arts, it's like sometimes I'll draw something or paint something and I have no idea what I'm going to create. Or I'll write something, I have no idea what's going to happen next. And it will just turn into this piece. And I'm like, whoa, that's deep. Like, where's that coming from? And it's always something within, right? Everything we need in our lives is within us. We have everything that it takes. And what I notice, even though I'm still quite young, is that the older we get, the more ingrained in our definition of ourselves we become. And within that definition, we become a mold, we become an idea. And we begin to relate to the world based on ideas. It's not really based on truth or reality or wisdom or love. And I find that so fascinating, especially because growing up, I'd always been quite aware of energy and how we can use our energy and our thoughts and our emotions to manifest the life we like living. Why not? It's fun, actually. And it's not always that, things do come, shit happens. Karma exists even when you have this understanding. Um, it's more of our ability to respond to it. And when our ability to respond is actually a really subtle repression, I feel personally that using the arts and using yoga nidra, meditation, or yoga, when I say yoga, I'm not talking about these like power vinyasa, Instagram yoga, workout, Jane Fonda videos. I mean, that exists, and if that's your jam, like, go for it, But yoga's a philosophy. It's a way of life. It's not like a workout video. You get stronger. My body is so strong after practicing, I don't know, minimum of like 2 to 8 hours a day, usually the past couple years. And with that practice, the most profound changes are not just in my body. They've been in my body. They've been neurological. They've been in through all the lymph system and my emotions and my hormonal system. Like, they've been in every system in my body, but not because it's like changed the way how I see myself. It doesn't change my idea of myself. It just lets that idea go, actually. It's coming to this understanding that I've found both through the arts and yoga that, like, we are everything that we are. We're fucking everything. And the only way to really get in contact with that is to let go of who we think we are. And that's fucking scary, because there's nothing scarier than letting go of everything we've built. We have an identity to uphold. But when we have an identity to uphold, we have responsibilities to maintain that. And it takes us out of alignment with our truth, because we aren't who we think we are. And what I've found in the arts to be so profound is that through creation, I can get in contact with my subconscious. And I've seen this with other people as well. It's all artists, and it's all unique and different in every expression, But as we get in contact with our own subconscious, we can begin to negotiate with it. We can begin to ask it questions. We can really check in with, like, where did that thought come from? Or, like, why am I feeling this way? And not from a judgmental space, actually from a space of curiosity. I really feel that judgment is sort of like the off-kiltered curiosity, rather than, it's like a curiosity gone sour, And so instead of judging ourselves, like, why isn't this working? Da-da-da, it's like, why isn't this working? Let's explore. And to do that, we need to be emotionally stable. Otherwise, the judgment comes in when there's a lack of love. And so to come back to that emotional stability, we really need to check in with what is being repressed in there. Because we hold our emotions in our bodies, in our fascia, in our muscles. And there's tons of techniques to release that. And it can go as fast or as slow as you like. And that's what I'm really excited to share with all of you. I've been studying this intuitively since I was a kid, but more professionally, more in depth, I suppose, more academically. The older I've gotten, but really throughout my life. So yeah, I'm really excited to share this with you all. If you have any questions or curious about what it is that I'm teaching and is that the same thing as what you're doing at your local yoga studio, probably parts of it are quite similar. However, I think most of it is going to be pretty different. Um, and yeah, so feel free to direct message me or comments if you've got any questions.